Hey, welcome everybody to my Lords of the Fallen complete platinum walkthrough. Take you through all the trophies in this video, and when I say all the trophies, I mean every single trophy. I'm not going to be cutting the series short at the end of the first playthrough and just giving you advice on what to do in your next playthroughs and then leaving you to do with the rest with like some text and description and whatnot. I'll be doing 2 playthroughs here. You can get to all trophies 2 playthroughs but require safe backups, but in case you can't do that, I'll advise what to do in your 3rd playthrough. But I will be getting all trophies, 2 playthroughs guys, and I'm going to be showing everything. This will be a full 2 playthroughs this whole series. I'm going to be going relatively fast. I'm not killing every single enemy, just because most of them, it's a waste of time to kill them. They don't really drop much. When it comes to farming, we'll be doing the farming equipment in New Game Plus right at the end of the 2nd playthrough. By that point, hopefully, you won't need many drops from enemies. I recorded this on kind of in late February. Don't know the exact name of the current update, but they're not really changing much now, so I hope this walkthrough is going to be kind of future proof. There's one major thing which I know they're going to change, and that is New Game Plus modifiers, which are not quite put in yet, but when they do come in, I'm hoping, because they should be in the game by the time we get to New Game Plus. I'm hoping they allow you to affect the drop rate, and that's going to be make the equipment farming much easier later on. But we'll see that when we get there, and I'll explain it then. I'm going to be doing quite a few of the DLC quests along the way, just because they help with some of the platinum stuff. The rewards you get to do help, and for multiplayer, to begin with guys, I'm going to turn off online mode. Turn off online. I will explain multiplayer when we get to them trophies. There's a few trophies, but not too complicated, but it will really help if you can boost them, because multiplayer on this game, PvP especially, is a bit broken at the moment. But yeah, you can boost all the online trophies and all the online rewards you can kind of farm from normal enemies. So that's probably what we'll do later. Right, so to begin guys, we're going to pick our class, and we're going to pick the Orion Preacher. The reason being, the first proper boss in the, I mean, there is a boss near the start, but it's kind of more like a prologue boss, and it's really easy, and you kind of have to die at the end of it. But later on, the kind of first main boss of the game is quite difficult when you haven't played the game before and you're new to it. And I've tried all the builds, tried to see even one build is easier than another build. They all have kind of like their advantages, and their disadvantages for the first main boss. But none of them really make it much easier than the others. So we're going to go with the Orion Preacher, because a lot of the spells you can get with this one early on, they're going to help with pass out basically. You'll get spells to increase your defense, to buff your weapon. It just helps, and there's a strong weapon early game as well, which is kind of radiant focused. So it's just going to kind of help to go forward to begin with. Right, so I'm going to unequip my hat and the shield. Yeah, that'll give me a light armor rating, equipment rating, so I can roll a bit further. It's going to come useful. And I've got a text guide link description by the way guys, and over here is a innovated Vigor Skull. Pick that one up. Yeah, text guide description. I've done it to the end of the new game, the first playthrough, but I'm updating it as we go along. But I'm kind of updating it along with the text guide, along with video guide, sorry. Yeah, drop down this hole, pick up the Force one, that's a Tink, use them to clear your armour, and come to your inventory, go over to Tinks guys, and activate it to get our first trophy, Shade of Violence. Yes, the text guide, you can refer to it, I'll link it in the description. It's kind of like a checklist guide. But once I've got a full series done for this game, I'd like to do a much better and more in-depth guide, which can be very useful. So just check the description guys, and you'll find in there what I currently have available out there. Right, so yeah, let's crack on with this. So as I said, I'm going to be running past most enemies to begin with. Yeah, company steps, pick up the rock. I've left tutorials on just so I can see what the game is telling you. You can turn them off. Keep them on and read them guys. Yeah, equip your catalyst and shoot down that item. That's a wooden cross. Pick it up, come over here, equip your lamp, hold it out, and you'll be able to walk through the gates. Like I say, I'm not going to explain everything. That's what tutorials are there for. If you want me to explain stuff, I'm going to have to just stay still for ages to explain things, and I just want to crack on with the guide. So in here, you're going to go into Umbral, hold out your lamp with L2 and hold square. Pick them with the wards, and then soul flay that vine. Yeah, that vine will make its path appear so you can come down. Carry on down here, guys, and soul flay this. You have to open that door. If there's something I'm not doing, guys, it's just because it's not very optimal for the path we're going to be taking. I mean, you can farm if you want to. I will have a good farming spot in video 2 if you can hold on until then. Yeah, soul flay that to make that item come out. You'll get the Saintly Quintessence from that. Use them to kind of increase your max healing item, which is that cross. You can see my bottom left weapon wheel. Yeah, you have to give them to an NPC in Skyrest, kind of like the hub area. We'll be getting through a bit later on in this video. Carry on along here and come up this ladder. So we're in Umbral at the moment, guys. The longer you stay in here, you see on the bottom right, you see that eye, that big eye icon underneath. That's 0. That's my vigor. There's a bar around that which kind of slowly increases while you're in Umbral. Yeah, soul flay that vine. You can skip this cutscene if you want to. That's an Umbral entity, by the way. You'll see a few of them throughout the game. Yep, and then use this Umbral FG, this emergence FG, sorry, it's what they're called. And you basically use them to leave Umbral, go back to Axiom. Yep, open this door. To leave Umbral, you either have to use an effigy or you have to rest at a vestige. No other way, or die, of course. Yeah, so push that door open. And these are your main vestiges. These will never move. These are always here. You can always select these to warp to. But you have kind of like temporary ones as well. And you can only have one temporary vestige at a time. Right, carry on down here after resting that one. You just rest at it once to make it available. And then pick up them items, guys. The map off Mornstead and the Tactitus Journal. So this guy, this is first kind of prologue boss. He's quite easy. Yeah, but he is the Holy Bulwark Artle. He'll kind of become a normal enemy later. But you can use your magic. Just be careful, because sometimes like that he'll charge at you. So just be careful for that. And what's quite easy to do is just spam the button, and then you won't be able to dodge because you'll kind of still be doing the spell animation. So try not to spam too much. Maybe just twice at a time, so you're ready to dodge, depending if he's going to charge at you. Your shield, the reason we unequip a shield is because shields early game are very, very bad. Until you get heavy shields later on and upgrade them. Yep, and that's basically it. Yeah, choose your spells. Now we're going to let this enemy kill us. You can kill this boss, but if you kill it, it's going to mess up some other trophies later. So it's going to let it kill us now, guys, by the way. It's very hard to kill at this point anyway. Yeah, so that first boss, use your magic, keep distance, and then once you run out of MP, then just hit it once or twice with your hammer. You can two-hand it with triangle button for a bit more damage. That's it, you'll get cutscene. If you die to the first boss there, you have to redo it. But yeah, when you die to second boss, that's kind of story related. Right, you'll respawn there. And if you want to pause the game, guys, to watch a video, open the inventory and then press the left stick in. That will enter photo mode, and photo mode pauses the game. Yeah, I should have mentioned this at the start. We're not too far in. But yeah, if you want to pause the game, open inventory and use photo mode. That will pause the game. Right, lost and found. When you retrieve your vigor for the first time, you get that trophy. And now we're going to come up here, you want to go right, and at the end here, it's a quest item. This is related to a quest later on. The flayed skin. Yeah, so come and pick this up. Right, we're going to come up here. There's going to be an enemy up here. Kind of like a fire mage. He'll lob fireballs at you, but I'm kind of just going to run past him. Yeah, he's got a kind of parasite which shields him. You've got to go into Umbral and destroy it, or hold out your lamp and hold R1 to siphon it. Well, I'm going to grab that item. That one's a bit awkward to pick up sometimes for some reason. Yeah, that gives you the map of abandoned red cops. And in Umbral, you soul flay that lift to put it across to you. And then soul flay that thing over there to put yourself back across. Right, come up here, talk to the Iron Wayfarer, exhaust his dialogue. Yep, just until he starts repeating himself, and once he is, activate his next vestige. Yep, vestige of Hannelore. Right, you're going to rest, just to go back to the normal, to Axiom. Right, and straight away we're going to go back into Umbral. Because over here is a stigma. There's a trophy for getting all these stigmas. Is this your first one? I think it is. Yeah, so that stigma, you'll get Umbral Scouring times 2 by the time it's finished. And come to this Umbral effigy, guys, or Emergence effigy. And interact with it to leave Umbral. When you're in Axiom, you kind of get another life, so it's always best to try and stay in Axiom if you can. Come up here and grab that broken sword and loot this chest, guys, for the... Yep, for the Hallowed Condemnation. Shoot down that item. And then you want to pick that up, guys, for the Pilgrim Garb and the Pilgrim Skirt. Come in this corner for ammunition pouch and a small Mana Stone cluster. By the way, when it comes to them stigmas, make sure you get Umbral Scouring from them. If you played a stigma and did not get the Umbral Scouring either, it either means you've already got it, or you kind of it may have bugged and you went too far away. Yeah, shoot down this item and then pick up the Orion Preacher's Shield. Yes, a trophy for getting all them stigmas, and it might be a bit buggy, so just make sure you've always got the Umbral Scouring when you've been playing them. If you want, you can just wait nearby. You don't have to run ahead like I was. Like I say, because if you run too far, they will stop. Right, it's going to make way across there. Either go into Umbral or use your lamp to make the bridge appear. You grab that Enervated Vigor Skull. Pick up the Raw Mangler Axe and pick up the other Vigor item. Right, come up this ramp to get back over here. Come around the corner. If you do die, guys, just come back here when you respawn. Or if you want, you keep killing the enemies. Yeah, come up here. Behind this guy. There's unripe berries behind here. You don't actually need to get these. I don't know why I got them. I actually put them as optional on my text guide because I didn't want to get them. I guess I forgot about them. That I was going to avoid them. Right, and this another vestige, guys. Vestige of Marco the Axe. Right, go into Umbral over here. Come over here, go into Umbral. And it's going to make a Soul Flay thing appear. Yeah, Soul Flay it to make it pull the platform down. Right, when it lowers, drop onto it. Carefully drop down. And you're going to Soul Flay this. Yeah, lock on's a bit awkward sometimes. I was trying to lock onto that Soul Flay item, but it wasn't letting me, so the enemies were too close. Either way, you want to get a stigma as well. Yeah, so get that stigma. And don't forget to get this item from here. This is a Umbral Eye of Betrayed Iliad. You pretty much have to 100% the game, guys, for platinum. So you've got to get all the eyes, all the armors. Yeah, so there, you've got them 2 Umbral Scourings again. Like I say, whenever you do a stigma, make sure you get the scouring from it. So that should confirm that it's registered. Back up here, save game if you need to. Now you're going to shoot down this item. That'll be your first ring, the Mine Owner's Ring. That increases your stamina regeneration. It's not a great difference, but I guess it's better than what it's currently at. Yeah, come down here next and pick up these ammunition satchels and the large Mana Stone clusters. We're going to be using these Mana Stones for the boss, so try not to use them. Right, shoot down that item. That'll be the Pilgrim Hood and the Pilgrim Bandages. Come back and climb this ladder. You have to come down this part in Umbral, because if not, there'll be loads of water. And if you go into the water in Axiom, it'll kill you. So you go into Umbral. Umbral most of the time makes water and fire disappear, by the way. Yeah, so use that effigy to go back into Axiom. Kick down this shortcut plank. That kind of take you back to the vestige. So if you do die, it's not too far. Just go across that bridge and it'll bring you straight back here. Right, come up here and up this ladder. If you need to farm, by the way, them enemies who just ran past, they can be good to farm. Yeah, climb this ladder and grab the Holy Ward times 3. Yeah, if you find this first boss quite difficult, which is coming up very soon, you can rest at that previous vestige, kill them 3 axe enemies and the 2 fire mages, go back to the vestige and rest and repeat it. Right, and you're going to talk to Iron Wayfarer. He's over here now, and he's going to give you first vestige seeds, and you're going to use it here. They give you that trophy, guys, Thriving in Darkness. To use the seeds, you need to find flowers. They're not everywhere, but when you do find flowers, your lamp will be glowing. You know your lamp icon in the bottom right, it will start glowing. Then you hold L2 and press triangle, and you should plant a seed, and that's basically like a temporary save point. or fast travel point as well. We can only have one of them active at once. Once you put another one down, it will override that one, and that one we just put down will get deleted. Yeah, so I've just got killed in Axiom, and that's put me into Umbral. So getting killed in Axiom kind of respawns you, it gives you an extra life. But if you get killed in Umbral, that's it, you are dead. So little items, guys, for ammunition pouches and mana stone clusters. Come down here and pick up the rusty cutter weapon. Because we're in Umbral, that fire is no longer there, it's not going to damage us. But if we're in Axiom and when in that kind of lava, it would damage me. Over here will be a minor fire assault. We're going to use these for the boss. You got a second minor fire assault over here, and you got a final one, guys, just over here. Right, now for some weird reason you can't summon NPCs for boss fights until you die to the boss for the first time. So we're going to let this boss kill us, Pieta. Yeah, so let it kill you. Yeah, I don't know why it's like this. Because sometimes if you kill a boss first time, you can easily mess up a few quests. Because there's quests connected to summoning certain NPCs. And if you kill a boss first time, you've not summoned anybody because you killed it first time. And the NPC spawns did not appear outside the boss arena. So yep, I died on purpose there. So that boss, Pieta, Caesar one, which everybody has a lot of trouble with to begin with. What I'll say is you want to learn to dodge her. You kind of have to, otherwise you can't beat her. There's no way to really cheese her. So I'm going to equip the Mine Owner's Ring. Yep, I'm going to equip the normal Mana Stones and the Minor Fire Assaults and the Holy Wards. Make sure your encumbrance is light, just so you can roll a bit further. Yeah, just swap your armor around if you need to. But she does mainly holy damage. So more holy defense you have, the better. But yeah, make sure your equipment is light. Like I say, that's what you want equipped. Like I say, if you're having too much trouble, you can farm a few levels, make it a bit easier. Like I say, there's a better farming spot in video 2 if you can hold on. But if you have to, you have to. And if you do want to level some up, for now, you need to level up your vitality and endurance to begin with. They're kind of the main building blocks for any build. Right, so this is it, the beacon. So you're going to beckon the Iron Wayfarer. Now he's going to give you a hand in the boss fights. These summons do die pretty quick if you just leave them to it, unfortunately. And the way we're going to do this, so I've just used a Holy Ward. That'll decrease the holy damage that she inflicts a little bit, give me a bit more defense. And I used the Fire Assault, because she's actually weak to fire. So yeah, you need to dodge your attacks, guys. So it might take a bit of chance to get used to timing. What you might want to do to begin with, don't bother attacking her, just focus on dodging. A lot of guys do advise to parry. You can parry her, but it's easy to dodge, just easy to learn. You've got more, there's more of a window. And I find her attacks not too bad to dodge. And once it goes into a second phase like this, just above half HP, now I'm going to start using my magic. So I use my fire weapon, my fire hammer, for the first part. And then when she triggers the second part, then I start using my spells and doing it from a distance. Like I say, don't spam it too much, because you want to be ready to dodge her attacks. She seems to go for the person who hit her last. That seems to be. Most of her attacks, she attacks from close most of the time. But that attack there, she'll summon somebody to like a shadow, a spirit, which will help her for a moment. Get ready for when she dodges a laser. You can dodge all her attacks, guys, with rolls. Sometimes she might try to fly at you and grab you, which might do a lot of damage. Yeah, you kind of just got to try and learn it yourself. Like I say, it's a bit tricky. There's no way to really cheese it. You're just going to have to kind of try to learn her attacks. But the best way, I think, to learn, the easiest way to learn is to dodge. Just learn to dodge her attacks. I've tried with a shield, I've tried parrying her, I've tried using a fire build, lobbing fire spells, using a crossbow you start with, the bow and arrow. I've tried throwables. No matter what you use, it's always the same. You have to dodge your attacks, guys. Just no way around it. Sure, leveling up might help. That's one thing I've not done, just because it's going to take a bit of time. So it's up to you. If you have too much trouble, try to level up a bit. Problem is, leveling up is expensive to begin with, and these early enemies, they just drop very, very low amounts of vigor. So you have to spend quite a lot of time farming. Right, and I've just about got her. And there we go. So you'll get 6,000 for killing her. If you're going to come in here with 3 times the multiplier from Umbral, you would get 18,000. But that means you're not going to get an extra life. I almost did that in this, but I thought I'd best not. So you get a trophy for beating her, rise and fall. Make sure you're in Umbral and come get a stigma. That's her stigma. And that will be stigma, I think stigma number 3, that one. Yeah, so come in here next, get his chest and get a sanctify spell. And just before you go all the way down to the bottom, just let that stigma play out and you get reward, because the cutscene will trigger when you go too far down. That's it, Umbral Scouring and the Remembrance of Pieta. Make sure you got them, guys. Yep, and then carry on down here. You get our trophy, guys, a Rest Among the Dead. That's for finding Sky Rest for the first time. So this is kind of like your hub area. So first we're going to come over to the main vestige and we're going to rest just to activate it. Right, so first MC we're going to talk to is Molhu up here. And you can only see this one in Umbral. So yeah, make sure you go into Umbral. And what you want to do first is socket Umbral Eye. Socket Umbral Eye, and you want to socket the Umbral Eye of Betrayed Iliad. So socket Umbral Eye, guys, and socket your only eye which you have. Once you've done so, leave the shop, come over here, interact with this shrine, and you'll get the Putrid Mother's Embrace gesture. Yes, a trophy again, every gesture as well. Come down and we'll talk to Dumaya next. Exhaust all his dialogue, and we're going to buy 2 things from him. You've got 6,000 vigour from the boss. We're going to buy the Radiant Weapon, and we're going to buy the other hammer. So we've got 2 hammers the same. So purchase, and Radiant Weapon. You're going to buy the Orion Preacher Hammer as well, so you've got 2. And like I say, Radiant Weapon. Buy only those 2 things. Because what we're going to do now, we're going to hold 2 weapons at once, which would just be better. We're not using the shield, so why not? And that Radiant Weapon will come in useful. Right, talk to Pieta next. And you want to give her, upgrade your Sanguinarix, that's it. That's basically your Estus Flask. Yep, and you can upgrade that to the next level. Yep, +1. Yep, and Dumai, by the way, once you've spoken to him for the first time, he's going to relocate. He's still going to be here in Skyrest, but he's going to be in a doorway just behind Pieta and then down the steps. You'll find him down there. Right, so with our remaining vigour, we're going to upgrade Vitality to 13. Yeah, Vitality to 13. We're probably going to get Vitality to 20 first before we move on to anything else. Right, next up, we're going to talk to Stubborn over here. Stomand, Stubborn, whatever you want to call him. Now he's another shop. I'm not going to buy anything, I'm just going to show you. Yeah, so we'll probably start unhighlighting all the items and shops, just so when we do talk to him again later, you can see what is new. It just helps that way. Now come down here, break them crates, and pick up the Aura of Tenacity. That's another spell which can be useful because it increases your defense. And interact with that shrine, guys, for the Orion Vow. Yeah, that's another gesture, Orion Vow of Protection. So once you've got them, yeah, I thought I remembered an item being in there. Guess I remembered wrong. Right, it's going to go through his next area briefly to get. We're going to get a key, and the next video, guys, pretty much going to start with a boss fight. Yes, I'm going to put them in my spell slots, all 3 of them spells: Aura of Tenacity, Radiant Weapon, and the Radiant spell. So I've got 2 of them equipped, the hammers. Yeah, make sure you're light build, remember, so you can roll further. Yep, so you do a lot more damage now. So talk to this guy next, Andreas. Exhaust his dialogue.
About that, I hope you reckon truth. Of course, my name, but far more.
My name. Yeah, his name is Andreas, if you wasn't aware. He makes a point to tell everybody that goes past him.
After all, my offer, after all.
Hey, stranger, my name is Andreas. Yeah, carry on down afterwards. And grab this Munstead Spear. Yep, old Munstead Spear over there. Climb the ladder. Right, we're going to talk to whatever his name is, Thieker or something. Yeah, talk to this thing, this little hunchback. Yes, talk to him, he'll give you a stick. But it's an NPC we need for later. So just exhaust all his dialogue. Right, and got some enemies to run past. Right, so, yep, just going to roll past them. Over here, guys, is an item. Yep, that's a map of Pilgrim's Purge Ascent. Pick that up, roll down here, and carefully drop onto this beam. Once you drop on the beam, turn around and grab these small duralium fragments over there. They upgrade materials. You can't upgrade anything yet. We'll start collecting them. But I'm going to go into Umbral now. Yeah, try not to fall down. I didn't mean to fall down there, guys. That's a bit of a mistake. In fact, this is where I fall down. Yeah, that was a mistake. I didn't mean to fall down there. Basically, we're going all the way across the end of the beam. And there's going to be a weapon at the end. And we're going to go up the Umbral platforms to get a shield. So, yeah. Make our way to the end of the beam. If that hand isn't there, it's because you're in Axiom. Like I say, you need to be at Umbral. So, over here, knock that enemy off, because otherwise he's probably going to knock you off when you go to get his weapon. Kill him or knock him off, it's up to you. Just careful you don't fall off yourself. Come over here and grab the rejects blades. Yep, then back to the hand. Now we're going to head up the hand. Yep, and at the end there's going to be a soul flare you need to get the item from. Like I say, this will be the Pale Eye Shield. Yep, so soul flare that. Yep, pick up the item, Pale Eye Shield, drop down on the right so it's not too far. Now, you can leave Umbral here, use that effigy. And you want to roll off this corner in a second. This gesture we're going to get now, this is DLC by the way. It's not required, but we're going to be doing the quest. That's the Bucket Lord's Salute. Make sure you get the Bucket Lord's Salute gesture. Come around here next, guys, and grab the Holy Ward. Sorry, not the Holy Ward, the Bloody Hatchet ×1. That's a weapon. The Holy Ward in this part, I'm actually going to leave it. Right, come in here next and get its vestige, guys. Yeah, this is a vestige of Chaboy. Not far from here, up the 2 ladders lead you to another boss, but we'll do that in the next video. So I'm going to rest to respawn the area and get all my Sanguinarix uses back. So I'm going to go into Umbral now and get a Stigma. Yeah, so as it's playing, I'm going to just make my way to the next part. You should get that before you get too far away. Right, climb this ladder. Up here, you're going to find small mana stone clusters and ammunition pouches. 2 and 2, 2 of each. Drop down next. Now careful going along these lower platforms, because enemies, they like to hide behind the boxes and they like to ambush you and knock you off. And it's really annoying, so be careful. Yeah, run and jump across here. And then run and jump across there. Bit awkward. Yeah, these enemies, they like I say, they like to ambush you, so you might want to kill all the enemies along here. Just make sure it's not going to happen. Carefully jump across there. Yep, grab them small duralium fragments ×4. Come across here, up the ladder. Now this bit on the corner, if you run past here, the enemy will knock you off. He's hiding behind here. Yeah, that guy there. Don't go around the front of him, because he'll knock you straight off the ledge. Try to break it and attack him. It didn't quite work for me, but at least he didn't knock me off. Right, come around here. And at the end here, guys, do not use the elevator yet. First, get this bell staff. Yeah, once you've got that, now head on to the elevator. If anybody follows you on, kill him. Yeah, now when you get to the top, you want to send this back down and then quickly get off. So in case you die, before you unlock the next shortcut gate, you don't have to wait for it to come down again. Because otherwise you'd have to pull a lever at the bottom and wait while dodging the enemies or killing them. So yeah, press a button and then quickly get off. That's it, send it back down. Now here, yeah, pick up the ice grip tinked. Come down these steps and then we're going to go right. Going to get another Stigma in a second. Yeah, so this Stigma, you'll get another Umbral Scouring ×2. Yeah, that one there. Come across the end of the bridge yet? Now, sorry. And use the FG. You have to do this in order to get down below. So go into Axiom, hold out your lamp. Make sure you don't let it go because you'll fall down and die. Now hold out your lamp, come across here. Now when you get across that platform, which I'm above, let your button go so you drop down onto it. Yeah, pick up the weapon. Yeah, the Fateful Bludgeon, now going to Umbral. Come across here and sulfate that to make a bridge appear. Now turn around, tap a few of these enemies to get your health back, your withered health. That's it, and then head across the bridge. Do not go left yet. Yeah, do not go left. First, come up this ladder, and you're going to grab the Crimson Rector sword. Just on the side of this fountain, which currently is not working. Yeah, grab that Crimson Rector sword. Dodge back, and then drop down here, guys. Now we're going to go across the middle bridge. Now, do not go too far. Get as close as you can until lock-on appears, and then lock-on, guys, and soulflare that item. Because when you approach it, 2 of these annoying enemies are going to spawn. But yeah, soulflare the item, pick up the Skyrest bridge key, and then use this FG, guys, and that FG should despawn them, because them enemies only appear in Umbral. Yeah, so make sure you got the Skyrest bridge key. Come up here next, guys, grab the Crimson Rector shield, and unlock the shortcut gate. Once you've done so, turn around, head back down the steps. Like I say, them Reaper type enemies shouldn't be following you because you're no longer in Umbral. Right, so you're going to come over here, like I say, make sure you've done that shortcut and unlock this gate next. Yep, use Skyrest bridge key to do so. Right, so in here, go into Umbral at the end of this bridge, and it'll make a platform appear. Step on it and then sulfate that lift, that platform across to you. Once it stops, drop onto it. Yep, and then sulfate that vine. So this for an Umbral entity, like we did at the start of the game, but this Umbral entity has got 3 vines. That was 1. So do that vine, there you see it bursting. Pull yourself back, climb this ladder. Now we've got 2 more vines to do for that entity. Head back across the bridge. Now, as long as you're in Umbral, you can go through this gate. Just go through that gate, come down the ramp, and sulfate that, guys. Yep, for the Princess Sting pendant, and you want to equip that. Now, if you've got lighter equipment loads, this will make it so you do more damage. So equip this pendant, the Princess Sting, and also change your armor around if you can, so you're light. That's it. Then grab these faint vigor skulls. Loot this chest for the Descria guide set, armor set. Yep, loot that other vigor skull. Then come these steps, and once you get to about here, you want to roll off this gap in the railing. That's it, and that's your second vine. Yes, do that vine, then roll down, then head across here and climb the ladder on your right, climb it upwards. Yeah, this will take you to the entity, and there'll be 1 more vine, and this vine is actually beside the entity. So sulfate that vine over there. That's it. This will open a secret alcove, and inside here, guys, is the Searing Acquisition. We're going to give this to an enemy, sorry, not to an enemy, to an NPC in a second. So yep, sulfate that, guys. Grab the Searing Accusation. That's it. Drop down or climb down the ladder, it's up to you. Guess it depends on how much health you have remaining. Right, come up here next, and I'm going to talk to the tortured prisoner in the cage on your right, and he's gonna, or she's gonna, ask for that Searing Accusation. We're going to give it to her. So talk to her, choose to hand it over. That's it. And then once you've done so, we're going to head to this far door. We'll get that Stigma in a second. We're going to come back here in a moment, don't worry. Yeah, unlock this shortcut door back to Skyrest. We're going to rest to reset the world, and then make her move, and we can grab the item she leaves. You can also quit the game and reload, but I just decided to do it this way. Yeah, and by the way, when she moves to the top. You know where we just fought that lost boss, Pieta? She moves outside her boss arena, and she basically sells a few fire spells and things. We're going to be going back to her later, so I'm not going to go back to her right now. But if you want to go and see what she's got in stock, like I say, go up to where we fought the last boss, Pieta, and she'll be outside her arena. But we'll be going and seeing her again later anyway. Right, once you've done so, come down here, guys. Go into Umbral and get a Stigma. Yep, so get another Stigma there. Now come to where the tortured prisoner was, and there'll be an item. Yeah, it'll be a tortured prisoner's head cage. There you go. Yes, I've got 18 Umbral at the moment, and once I get these 2, that'll be 20. Right, come to secret now. That's a secret wall. You need to be an Umbral to make it appear, or pull out your lamp. Yeah, grab these skulls. They're animated vigor skulls, there's 2 of them. Up here. Oh, sorry, there's 1 animated and there's 1 vigor. Sorry, one feint, and there's another feint there. Now wait here for that dialogue to finish, because I find if you go outside, sometimes it cancels it, and you will not get the Umbral so just wait for it to finish. Like I say, if you've done them all so far properly, you should have 20 Umbral by now. That's it. Once you've got it, come outside, grab the short javelin. That's a thrown weapon. Right, and that's all we're doing, guys, for this video. What we're going to do now is head back to that last vestige we triggered, the Sanctuary one. Vestige of Chaboy. And then we'll be ready to begin part 2 and go and kill the next boss. Like I say, if you do want to farm, if you can hold on for the next video, there's going to be a really easy farm. It gets you about 500 figure in about 20 seconds or so, so it's really good. Right, come up here, and it's really easy to do as well. Yeah, that's the rest of your game, guys, and that'll be it for that video. So I hope it helped so far. Like I say, any questions, ask me in the comments, and I'll see you on the next one.